little brother has faith. Welcome back to the storm, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to history. Now, I didn't realize how much better was this brother until he was introduced to me. But then I realized I've been looking at this stuff for a while. I took the part of it. He was shooting me. He literally shot me, and I've never told him this. But he shot me a couple of things that I had seen before, but not realized that he was in it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we always talk about humility. I talked about his humility when I came on. This is a brother that I inspired by. This is a brother that I appreciate taking time out of his busy schedule, especially with it being the weekend. I know he got somewhere he can go play, but he decided to hang out with us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. I call him my big brother now. 1B, one badass drummer.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey.
Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, like I said, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And I like to say this too. For you to say the word "one badass drummer" on the air, that's an honor too, man. Because a lot of people say they would never say that on the air. So thank you.
I say it like this, man. I said,
yeah.
This is this man's name, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Since you brought that up, we're gonna take it there. I had a couple of people that's like, because we're the thunderstorm, because we're supposed to be the bad boys, so on and so forth.
Yes.
We get a lot of flack. They just literally look for anything they can pick on us about.
Yes.
And the thing is, they're supposed to be these Christian hip hop dudes and everything, but they got this dude with a cuss word in his name. I'm like, really?
It's actually with 2 Z's, and it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with my character. You know, it's something that's sentimental to me because it's something I stood by. You know, and like I said, people don't know what you've been through. And you can't worry about what people think about you as long as you have an agreement with God. You know, you stick to what you believe in, and everything else will fall through, man. So thanks again, man. This is the first time it's ever been mentioned on the radio.
Gotta give you respect. Gotta let people know who you are and everything. But since we on that subject, where does the name come from? Where did you mentioned there was a story behind it? What is that story?
The story behind it is I'm from North Carolina originally, but I'm in Atlanta now. But when I was in North Carolina, I had a band I called 4 Badass Musicians, and I also managed a group of singers and dancers. And I called this one badass family. You know, it depended on what your budget was. If you wanted just the musicians, you would get 4 badass musicians. But if you wanted everybody, you would get one badass family. But I was the drummer and the manager of the band, and I just dealing with a whole bunch of egos and just a lot of drama, and when you're the drummer and the manager, you have to take it all. You have to take, you're the face of everybody, but just the frustrations with dealing with that, I finally let go, and I went from 4 badass musicians to 1 badass drummer. That's how I got my name. Not
the 1B would be, I guess. Yeah. I guess the 1B would be the more acceptable term, I guess.
1B is something that was created from my autograph, 1 Badass Drummer, and that's my movement that I have going. The 1B means one bad. You caption it any kind of way you want. You don't have to say yes. But my name's 1 Badass Drummer, but your 1B is one bad, whatever you want to call yourself. So I call my movement 1B World. One bad way of realizing love dominates. It means no matter how much you get hated on, you still don't get love from many more. So that's what my movement is all about. You be the baddest in your world. If you're competing, you can't be yourself as long as you're competing with people. But there's always somebody better than you, but there's never nobody badder than you if you're the baddest. So that's what the 1B means, one bad, and you finish the rest.
Now we don't care anything about what people think. Obviously, I think me and you kind of cut from the same cloth. But we both from I guess we call it the Bible Belt.
Yes.
But kind of dating us a little bit, showing that we a little bit older. But we from the Bible Belt and everything. But the one people that we do care about is what Grandma had to say, what Mom had to say, and everything.
Oh yeah.
So, with you being the man of God that you are, and everything, like I said, the opinions of the outside world don't really matter. But Mom, Grandma, what kind of reaction they have?
My mom, she always corrects people. She makes sure that the Z is pronounced when she says it. But my mom, she pretty much know when I make my mind up about something, I'm gonna stick with it. Same like my dad, they're both big supporters of mine. Of course, my mom, my number one fan. Yeah, we call her Mama Pat, but she had doubts about it too. When I stuck with it, and my own band members, they was against it too. Everybody just had a problem with three little letters, AZZ. But my thing was, I just want people to have that kind of mentality when they hit the stage. You can be a musician or you can be an entertainer, even though you're not the center of attention. You still can create your own platform. And that's what I did with myself, and I try to install that with anybody that's around me. You're the baddest. No matter what that person did before you, you're in your own world, and in your world, you're the baddest. So that's just what I try to motivate people to do, and that's what my movement is all about. You just can't worry about what people think. As long as you're doing that, you can't be yourself.
Right. Now, you part of the hip hop. When you came on, I was going through my rap and everything. You heard me talking about the hip hop culture. Like, we're the first generation that grew up in hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Was there anything that you experienced with? Did you rap? Did you do any DJing? Did you do anything before you actually got into percussion?
Actually, my talent is a God-given talent. I never had a lesson in music. I tried to be a rapper. Everybody tried to be a rapper in the 80s, but that wasn't my thing in the 90s. And I tried to do it, but drummer was something I always, I was just born with. I actually used to be on my mom's Bible, as a toddler, and my dad was in a band, but he was a singer, and sometimes he would take me to practice, and I was just always infatuated with the drums. So between the time that I already had and then actually seeing a drummer do it, I was always inspired by that. My dad would play records when he come home from work and things, and when I started going to school, I would entertain my friends, with my hands and pennies. We go to the playground, and I beat on. That's when the playground toys were metal and stuff, and steel. But I would entertain my friends during recess, and I actually was an athlete, so no one really knew I played drums except my friends.
Mm-hmm. Why drums? Like you mentioned, your dad's song. People was rapping and everything. What drew you to that?
Like I said, man, I give it's God-given talent. It's just something. It was just something that was in me and I feel like that was my calling. I didn't realize until later on in life. But I love to entertain people, and I just like everything about the drums, man. Before I even had a drum set, I would beat on my parents' pots, boxes, anything. Everything was a drum to me. Everything was a drum to me, and that's what I like to do in my free time, is just beat with my hands. And I started getting creative. I would get coins or whatever, or knives, anything, and just start making different sounds. I carried that on into school, and my friends liked it. I think one of my first inspirations was a group called Trouble Funk, and those actually my big brothers now. I got to open up for them, which was an honor. But I used to listen to their records a lot, and a lot of funk music. And a lot of young people don't know about funk. Funk is a different type of music that just moves your soul. So it got a hold of me early in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You talking about like bluesy stuff? You talking about like Parliament? What you talking about?
Yeah, Parliament, Cameo, like I said, Trouble Funk, SOS Band, Earth, Wind and Fire. All that Slave, Slide, all that music. Ohio Players, Gap Band. I would have imaginary concerts. My dad would be playing his records, and I'd be in my room, just doing my thing, beating up every song that came on. And that's what I do today. I'm a one-man band. I play along with the music, and I just bring the song to life.
Man, you brought back so many memories right there, man. Like, when I first signed up for that Apple Music thing, I felt like I was stealing, because it was like, you pay $9.99 a month, you can download pretty much whatever you want to. And I was like, that first 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes.
When I tell you, I must have downloaded like $3,000 worth of music, man. I went and got all the high play stuff, all the Cameo stuff. I was calling them back like, y'all sure y'all wouldn't charge me $9.99, because this just don't seem fair.
Yeah. I feel the same way, man. And I have a ball. Like, I like spending time by myself, because that's all I do is play old school. And when I do it live, especially if I got a bass man that know these songs, yeah, man, I go crazy. I break sticks a lot, and then it's usually off a funk song when I'm doing a cover funk song. Yeah, Cosmic Slop. I've never made it through Cosmic Slop, never, without breaking the stick. I have a friend named, I call him Funk, man, and I love to perform that song with him. You know, some of the guys I played with before I started my own band, and before I am where I am now. And every year we do an old school reunion, and I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Actually, I have a video there on my YouTube channel too. You can pull it up. Just pull up One Badass Drummer and just funk, and you'll see it. And you can see me. I actually caught a cramp in my hand, but I love that song so much, man. I played through it and finished it out.
A lot of people, when they talk about their story and how they came up and how they got into what it is that they're doing, they always say that it's just been in them since the beginning. But yours is a little bit different though, because you're not seeing nobody playing the drums, and you don't have a drum set. For you to just start beating on stuff, this got to be where this came from. This got to be natural. So I know a lot of times when you get into something, especially musically, you start patting yourself after somebody else that does the same thing and you respect until you get better. Like for instance, certain singers will listen to certain singers for inspiration. Every guitar player I know wanted to be Prince. So without that being in your family and without you actually seeing that firsthand, where did you get your inspiration from?
Like I said, I listen to a lot of trouble funk. One of my styles that I can't never get away from is go-go. I listen to a lot of trouble funk, man. And like I said, T-Bone, that's my big homie now. He's like a mentor to me. He actually wears my brand too when he's on stage sometimes. But I listen to a lot of them, and Sheila E. Glamorous Life was one of the ones I used to love to play. And that's one of the most requested songs, by the way.
I know what I was talking about too.
Oh yeah, I know that, and you don't know how that felt, man, to hear you say that. But but when I was growing up, those were the names that stood out. And T-Bone was actually a percussionist, but when I was listening to the albums, I just heard his name throughout the song, all throughout the songs. They kept giving him solos and things. And another thing, the song "Rock the Bells" by LL Cool J, that's a sample. That's actually a sample of Trouble Funk, and that's his part that you hear.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
What's your opinion on since you were talking about samples? Gosh, if I wouldn't have said that, I would have remembered what it was. I knew what it is. You mentioned samples. The Funky Drummer by James Brown. That's been sampled by just about everybody. So I've heard that in Invo's Hold On. I heard that believe it or not, LL used it twice on the same album. He did it on Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yep.
And then he slowed it down, did it on
Sure did.
the Booming System.
Yes, and Public Enemy used it too.
I know Public Enemy.
Yeah, they used it.
When I paused, right?
Yep.
So I heard the song sampled so many times. Like,
yes.
What's your opinion of that? Like, is that just spectacular percussionism, or is that just people just got locked onto that because it was popular?
I think it's cool. I really, the thing about it, James Brown gets the credit, but I really feel like the drummer should at least be mentioned. Who's actually doing it. At least do that. I mean, I'm not the type of person to look for the spotlight, but for something like that to be used, at least pay homage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
At least pay homage to him, because that's a beat that's been used many a times. Yeah. So as a drummer, I would like to know who the drummer is. But now we have Google, so we can figure all that out now. But a lot of people, they don't know about the people behind the scenes. All they know about is the artist. And one thing I tell a lot of musicians, we'll never be stars. We play for stars, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because I'm doing what I love to do. And the thing is, like I said, you create your own platform. If you give your best, if you give your baddest when you're on that stage, they gonna see you, man. But at the same time, be a team player. Just when it's your time, just be ready. That's where the term "get a drummer" song come from. You don't have to do all these chops throughout the whole song. Your time, you're gonna get your chance. As long as you keep in a funky groove, man, that's what keeps the party going. That's what keeps the party going. Your heart does a beat, and it's the same beat 24 hours. It don't do all that other stuff. Could you imagine your heart doing crazy pumps? So my thing.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, man. Clyde Stubblefield is actually the drummer on the Funky Drummer. Like, I just got bored one day and looked that up and everything, and I'm a nerd, so I'm always searching for information. But Clyde Stubblefield is actually the drummer in that. But we always, like you said, credit that to James Brown.
Yes.
But Very, very sample song. Just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned like coming up with you had a collective that you dealt with. If you don't mind me asking, what was the transition that made you kind of, I don't know if you still talk to them or not, but what made you break away and kind of pursue your own thing?
There's a lot. I don't like to sound negative, but a lot of people didn't appreciate what I was trying to do. You know, I'm the type of person, I believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and I'll push you. And I'm trying to, if I'm trying to get to the top, I want you there with me. You know, if I consider you family, part of my team, that's just the kind of person I was, and I realized that's what was holding me back. You know, there was a lot. I went through a lot of musicians and a lot of singers. You know, and I've never burned a bridge with anyone, man. I really go out my way for anybody I'm down with. I play for. I'm a lot of people's official drummer, and I promise you, I never let none of them down. I never do. And I know for a fact I'm hard to find. It's hard to find somebody else just like me, and I'm not bragging about it. It's just I just feel when somebody's giving you opportunity to do something or trying to do something with you or believe in you, you know, you should show some kind of gratitude for it. But you deal with a lot of egos in the music industry, and we had some big shows, but we missed out on a lot of big opportunities too, and that was my frustration. And finally, one night during the CIAA tournament, I had a talk with my big homie DJ Cool, and you know, I was just venting to him, you know, about my frustration. You know, I want to do what y'all do. You know, instead of opening up, you know, we were opening up for big names, but I was trying to get us to where like the roots of you know, if anybody come to our city, we be the band to get the call, you know, to back them up or whatever. Because I'm in position, you know, and especially in this industry, it ain't about what you know, it's who you know, and your reputation, you know. And there's a lot of times, you know, I would get gigs for my band, and I wouldn't tell them about all the drama in the background, you know. I would take a gig not knowing if everybody was gonna show up. But you know, it was just something, you know, it was all favor, you know, because they could have called somebody else, but they would call. I was getting the calls because of the reputation that we had, you know, our song selection, you know. We did do good shows, but there was just a lot of drama behind the scenes, and I just got tired of it, you know. Everybody's not on the same page with you, and once you realize that you have to make a decision, you got to make it right then and there, or you're gonna miss out on your own blessing, trying to bring everybody else along with you. So not throwing any shade, it's just it wasn't meant for them, it was meant for me.
I'm saying, I think we all go through that, man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in this business that we chose, a lot of times part of the growth process is it requires that you spend some time alone. To be honest with you.
Yes.
I mean, Pink was a part of a singing group, and L.A. Reid said, only one of y'all needs to be doing this. And I mean, think about it, man. We don't have any real female rap groups.
No.
Salt and Pepper left.
No, not really.
And they break up female singing groups because they can have a measure of success, but at some point they always end up in the red.
Yep. And there's a lot of drama.
Singer has to be a solo singer.
Yeah. And there's a lot of drama behind the scenes that people would never know about. There's just so much that goes on when all you got to do is just act right. You know, let's just do what you're supposed to do. Let's do what we have to do. You know, you can make a living doing this, or you can do it for fun. Which one you want to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I really do something I love to do instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of dreaming about it. That'll drive you crazy. And I had a lot of sleepless nights. You know, I've actually had tears in my eyes before. That's how much anxiety I get watching somebody do something that I want to do. That's how much I love it, man. You know, even now, you know, sometimes, you know the drummer gonna watch the drummer, but I get so filled with emotion. I just love what I do. I love what I do, man. I love entertaining people and sending people home with memories. Touching folks, man. That's what I love to do.
I got a question, and I'm gonna get back on the subject, but I just gotta talk about this while I'm thinking about this.
Yes.
I saw a music video with you, and the drums was on fire. Were the drums really on fire?
Oh yeah. I've been in 27 music videos. I didn't sing any of those, but yeah, that's one of my acts. I actually pour gas on my cymbals and light them up.
Yeah. Yes. That's got to be expensive though, man. Like how many times? I mean,
I
expensive to keep replacing this stuff.
yeah, I keep them and I play with them. I actually like the stains on them. I like it. Sometimes I have to replace the heads, but
Yeah.
it's all part of entertainment, man. It's giving people something to remember, and I think outside the box a lot. I'm in a music video with the Wobble Man. I'm actually in the ocean. He told us to find a spot for the music video that we shot. The name of the video is John Boy and Surround Sound. But everybody else is walking, on the beach trying to find a spot, and I take my quads in. I'm walking down the ocean as deep as I can go, and that's where I wanted my part in the video to be at, in the ocean. So I just try to think outside the box, man.
I got you. Yeah. And you had mentioned go-go earlier.
Yes.
Like, I'll be honest with you, like, I listened to go-go earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and the majority of what I knew about go-go was that's where Salt and Pepper and Kid and Play sound came from.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it was a very, very sexual type of culture.
Yeah, it makes you move.
A lot of people off. I know a lot of people came against that.
Yeah, it makes you move. It's similar. It's close to reggae, but it has a different pattern to it, and it's just a beat that just grabs you, and it makes you move. And if you go to DC, that's all you're gonna hear. A lot of people tell me, they would love you in DC. They would love you in DC, and it's a very familiar sound of mine. I mean, I can play all styles, but that's one of my favorite ones to play.
Is it still a sexual aspect to it? Because I'm not seeing a lot of that anymore. Because I remember, like, a lot of what I was seeing was people just taking the clothes off, and I remember there was the controversy about the pool party. And a lot of people coming against him for that and everything, but I haven't seen much of that since. So has there been a transition? Is it different now, or is a lot of that same stuff still going on?
To be honest with you, I think it was just where it was originated from. Because if you go a lot of other places, a lot of people haven't even heard of go-go music. That's shocking. And I'm like, I'm the drummer for the Wobble Man. I'm like, what you think the Wobble is? That's go-go. That's go-go all day.
Well, but that's even. Think about it, like I tell people all the time, like I said, you got Salt and Pepper and Kid and Play,
yes.
And then without knowing, you wouldn't realize that there's a go-go sound in Rolling with Kid and Play and Shake Your Thing and all that other stuff. I mean, they had you on the song, so I guess that's obvious.
It's definitely DC. It's definitely a DC thing, And anybody out there from DC, they understand where I'm coming from when I say that. It's a DC thing. It's like you go to Jamaica, you see reggae, and you see a lot of sexual movements, but that's just their culture. That's what they do. Everybody's different. You go to different cities, that's their thing. A lot of people. What I see now, when I do see go-go, when I am out, a lot of people done turned it into line dancing. Just like the Wobble, they're doing more line dancing now. But if you go to DC, it's a different story. And I'm not even from DC, but I know. Yeah.
That's specific to a lot of stuff too, like you said, and I'm glad you brought that up because DC had go-go, Baltimore had the house.
Totally different, and then next door to each other.
Music in like Jersey, and then so like you had all these little spots that had like a sound up specific to them, like even hip hop, like you had Miami bass. Because I tell people like take Planet Rock, try to find some house, try to find some Miami bass, try to find all that before Planet Rock. Like Planet Rock literally gave like birth to like 6 different styles of music.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The beat changes in the song too. It does.
Yeah. Well, you sound happy. You mentioned being in the Carolinas, being frustrated and wanting to evolve and break out and really take this seriously.
Yes.
How much did Atlanta have to do there? What was the, or did it? What was the thought process behind picking up everything and going to the city that you never starting over?
My time was up. Actually, I got in a little bit of trouble that wasn't my fault, but I had to take the blame because it was my place. But I'm glad it happened now. But pretty much, I also was a single father, and I was a single father that couldn't find work. So I had to use my talents and my ideas to make money to pay bills, and I made it happen. But this one bad night, this the wrong crowd came and messed up everything I ever worked for. I always kept a roof over me and my daughter's head, and I was a good father. I raised her from age 1. But the incident was along with the frustrations of my band, all that, my time was up there. With the trouble I got in, I was unable to find work when it's finally time for me to start trying to find work, and I was going down. I was actually, I'm not gonna say depressed, but I was down for a minute, and my time was up, so I took a step of faith, man, and I had a friend, I had a couple of friends down here in Atlanta. They told me to come down here, come to Atlanta, and they say that would be good for me, and it was hard. It was the hardest decision I had to make, man, but it's what I did what I had to do in order to continue to take care of my family, And it's only a 3.5 hour drive, so I came down, and first I had to get myself established, but things didn't go the way I thought they were when I first came down, because the person I thought was gonna look out for me didn't. So now I'm down in Atlanta. I'm homeless. I got a car, and I would be in Atlanta 3 days, and I would go home 4 days to make some money. I would teach drum lessons, and I was a fill-in drummer at a church, so that was my source of making money till things just got better for me down here. But what I was doing, I was networking. I would go to places. I would ask could I play along with the DJ, or just telling people what I do. And one thing led to another. Eventually became a house drummer at a place called the Music Room, and there the MCs had to play to my beat. It was an open mic, and the good thing about Atlanta, you never know who's in the crowd. You just never know who's in the crowd, and that's how my name started getting around. And met this one guy, this man named Bobby G, and he actually was into the film industry, the movie industry, and I met him at a film industry, but I thought it was something for musicians too. But I got his card, and I used to bug this man. I think I bugged him for like a whole month, and then one night I was about to go to bed, and I got a text message, and it said it was an address, and it said bring your sticks. He finally gave me an opportunity. And when I got there, it was the guitar player. His name's David Wild. I actually play with him today. I do a lot of stuff with him too. But a man by the name of David Wild, he's Outkast guitar player. And all I saw was plaques everywhere, and like, all right, this is my moment right here. And I played till 6 a.m, and the rest is history, man. Just a lot of people got my information, and when I would get the phone calls, I would show wherever they wanted me to be, and here I am now. Like I said, just being in the right place at the right time and networking.
And you still homeless and unemployed while this is happening, right?
Oh yeah, no, I finally got a job where I was working 3 days a week.
Okay.
I was working 5 to 5 with one break.
Yeah.
5 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. But when I got that phone call, man, I had just got my place, and I had like $1 and some change. And that's all I had to my name, man. But I couldn't let him down because I've been bugging him all week, and I just prayed to help me get there. And when I got there, I did what I've been talking about. And he has a lot of connections in the industry too as well. So it's just crazy when I look back, because I just wanted to play, and what I was doing, I was just playing with the music, entertaining people, and people noticed I had skills, but they were shocked that I wasn't playing with anybody, but nobody knew I wasn't from here.
Mm-hmm. Awesome story, man. Awesome story. So before the big break in the pop happened, I'm gonna take you back, I guess, a month or so before that. How do you go through this without being depressed? You said you was down but not depressed. Like,
yeah.
If you would have been depressed, I don't think anybody would have had any issue with your story and everything. But yeah. What kept you up?
What kept me up? My daughter, for one. Like I said, I was a single father. Sometimes parents don't understand. Your parents gonna get on you, especially when they think you're not doing right. But my mom didn't understand, the situation. Like sometimes bad things happen to good people, and that was the situation with me. What I had. I mean, I'm talking around it, but I had an after-hour spot. A lot of people would say it was a liquor house, but it wasn't a liquor house. It really was a place to chill and just have a good time without the drama. That's what I provide. I've always done that. I've always had events at my home to entertain my friends and just people that's good people. That's all I want to be around. And like I said, I partner with the wrong people, childhood friends, and that crowd, the bad crowd came. people that don't appreciate good things, and just had one bad incident, man. And like I said, I got in a lot of trouble for it for running. They said I was running illegal business, but really, I was just selling food and drinks, and charging at the door. But I was paying my bills with that. I don't know.
It's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to keep making the same mistake.
Yeah.
And the fortunate thing is, you made it through. The fortunate thing is you learned from it.
Yes.
And the fortunate thing is you didn't get in more trouble, because there's a lot of people in jail.
Yes.
Good people that spend the rest of their life in jail because of 5 seconds of bad judgment.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, all I was doing was paying bills, but I was labeled as a dope dealer and a gang member.
Yeah.
That's what I was labeled as. I don't know nothing about selling. I have no idea. I don't know the first thing about selling dope. So,
yeah.
But that's the picture that was painted, and it wasn't. I wasn't even loud. You know. I had these gatherings. I promise you, it wasn't that kind of atmosphere. It was a chill atmosphere, harassment free. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But then it got a hand. It just got so big. It got too big for me, and that's when the trouble came.
If you tuned in late, you're listening to One Bad Azz Drummer on the premiere of this season of the Storm, season 5, episode 1. I've lost track how many episodes it is. But we got my man, One Bad Azz Drummer, aka 1B, here with us, and we just talk a little bit about his journey.
Yes.
Which brings me to this question. I was listening to what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I got one question.
Yes.
Typically, if somebody says, I need to get serious and I need to get focused, Atlanta don't come up.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people that go to Atlanta to get focused. Why Atlanta?
Well, Atlanta. Well, for me, like I said, I have 2 good friends here. You know, and they're the ones that actually gave me the call, and they just said it would be good for me. You know, and they heard about what I was going through, and I have an uncle. You know, he came and got me and took me to Miami, and the whole time I pretty much just locked myself in the room, man, because what it was, I was frustrated because I was always almost at my goal, but something always kept knocking me back down. So I just kept getting frustrated. Like I said, you know, I got frustrated with my band members, just trying to live right, and things just kept happening. So I was more frustrated than depressed. And now I'm on paper as a gang member and a dope boy. And I still have a family to take care of. Well, when I say family, I talk about my parents and my daughter. But I'm just trying to do right. You know, I'm just trying to do right now. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, and
God can use anybody, man. Like
yes.
I have been arrested 17 times.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have never spent more than a month in jail, but I've been arrested 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't realize when you're like 18 years old that you're going to still have to answer questions about that stuff when you're 40.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. Same thing.
People keep asking me about stuff I did in 1998 and 1997 and 1996.
Yes. And
I'm like, I don't even remember what I was thinking when I did that stuff. I was just being dumb.
Yeah, same here. But you know, it just wasn't for me. You know, this is the best move I ever made was coming here and cutting everybody off. Cutting everybody off, man, because everybody was having a good time. I was trying to do something else. I was trying to do something else. It wasn't temporary for me. I've always thought, I think big. I don't care about being local. And at the same time, I like helping people, man. I really, that's one of my I wouldn't say a flaw, but that's just one of my traits. You know, and I would always say I'm not gonna do it again, and end up doing it again. Even here, you know, I've gone through the same thing, you know, as far as like trying to get my brand up, my clothing line, 1B World. You know, and a lot of people, they don't understand. It don't happen overnight. You have to put the work in. You can't expect me to do everything. You have to do something, and especially if I'm paying you or whatever, just do what I ask you to do. You know, I don't make things hard for nobody. You know, even with females, a lot of men, they try to use their status, you know, to take advantage of females that's trying to do something, but not me. Not me. I just all I need you to do is trust me, and we're gonna make it together. That's all. All you got to do is trust me. Trust me and do your part, and we'll get there together. And that's all I've tried to stress, you know, to people in the past about my brand. You know, the drumming is my platform and my key to everything else that I'm trying to do. To everything else, like I'm trying to create a whole world of people just like me, man. That's been there and that has it, but they don't know what to do with it. So my thing is
Yeah.
to bring it out. When you bring that one B, know you the baddest, and keep that confidence, because I play by myself with some, like you said, I play by myself with some of the biggest names, and I know there's some drummers out there that are better than me, but in my mind they're not better than me. You can have
That's how it is. I mean, you can't be great and think somebody's better than you. Like every hot rapper think he's the best rapper.
yeah
Like
yeah
Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Like I have never seen. The only reason I'm gonna get into Jordan for a second, because you know we got the Last Dance on. Everybody been watching that.
yes
I have never seen Peyton Manning show up wearing a Tom Brady jersey, and I don't think I'll ever see it.
yes
They got respect for each other, but Peyton Manning's not gonna let you know that he's a fan of Tom Brady.
yes sir.
Like I'm not gonna see Steph Curry wear LeBron James jersey.
You're right.
Like that's just not gonna happen. Nobody has a problem wearing that number 23. As a matter of fact, LeBron James wears 23. Nobody has a problem throwing on those Jordan sneakers or that Jordan gear or wearing the number 23. And that's why Jordan is different. That's why he's the greatest.
Yes.
Because even Tiger Woods can bow down and say Michael Jordan is great. And even Kobe can say, I'm not Kobe Bryant if that's Michael Jordan. That don't happen with nobody else. And there's nothing wrong with you sitting here talking about how great you are, because I'd be concerned if you didn't think he was a great drummer.
Yes, but I got like.
We mentioned Sheila E. I mentioned Questlove from the Roots. I'm a diehard Roots.
Oh, I love both of them. I love them both.
Who's hot? Like, give me some names. Like, who you feeling?
I like a lot of drummers, man. I watch Eric Moore a lot. I'm also a Tony Ruster Jr. fan. Thomas Thigpen, Travis Barker, old school Sonny Emery, Dennis Chambers. I like a lot of drummers, man. I sometimes go on YouTube and just watch different drummers and their styles. But I've been watching a lot of Eric Moore videos. He's a beast. He is.
Yeah.
But I love me some. I want to meet Sheila E. so bad, and Questlove. You know, I like to get them a 1B shirt.
Yeah. Every time we say, I don't like this comparison, but every time we hear somebody that's good, we always try to figure out who they sound like.
Yes.
Can somebody say that you sound like somebody else? And go ahead.
No, I'm go ahead. Finish the question. I'm listening.
I was gonna say, can somebody say you sound like somebody else? And the second part of the question is, even if they can't, give me one person that somebody can actually say fairly that you sound like this person, and you say it as a compliment.
I really usually, like, when people tell me how about my talent, they usually say they never heard my style before, because a lot of drummers play alike, and they're impressed. They're impressed with how I can catch on to things. I can catch on to something real fast, and you think I done practiced the song with some folks, and like, especially when I've done like open mic gigs, you actually think I caught on to it. I have been compared to Travis Barker. I heard that back in the day, because I play hard. I play, I'm known for breaking sticks, but nobody's never told me that I've compared to anybody. I've always been told that my sound is different, and it's real humbling, because, like I said, those names I just named, those guys are monsters on the drums. They're monsters, but to hear people say that, and some people have even told me, I'm the best they ever heard, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, because all those guys, I know the thing about drummers, every drummer is unique. You can't do what he do, and he can't do what you do. But I do acknowledge skills from everybody, man. And one thing I don't do is I don't compete. Like I said, I'm in my own world. And if I'm trying to be like you, I can't be myself.
Yeah.
But that's the name. That's the name that I heard. That's the only comparison that I heard. Was Travis Barker. Yes.
And you've never had a lesson.
Never had a lesson. I tried to go to school last year, and it wasn't for me, man. I learned some things.
Can you read music? Can you read sheet music, or it's just?
Like I said, I tried to go to school last year, because that was just, I've been doing it so long, and I played for so many people, and to get this far and not have a lesson in music, I just felt like that was the missing piece of my career, and the schools I went to AIM, Atlanta Institute of Music, and I talked to the president. Actually, you have to audition to go there. But he was so impressed with my resume and the fact that I wanted to come to school. When he found out I never had a music lesson, he was so impressed with the fact that I wanted to go to school, and I'm doing what people are going to school for. He waived my audition, but he told me it was going to be fast paced. And shout out to my drum teacher too, Eric Sanders and Eric Denise. You know, those are my drum teachers. And, you know, they were patient with me. I'm more of a one-on-one person. It was fast paced. I did learn some things, but I can't read music. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't read music, but I can play music. I can play.
I ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much how I learned how to play the guitar. I started looking at what people were doing.
Yes.
And started mimicking some of the fingering until stuff started to sound like it made sense and started to look like it made sense. I think that's awesome. Like
I played sports. I was actually I was actually a star athlete. I mean a star too, not just on the team. I was the MVP, best offensive offensive player of the year. I got all that. That's why I say nobody knew I played drums because I played sports. So that's why I never had a lesson in music, you know. But I always had a drum set at home. So and then
I don't want you to give us the whole formula and everything because I know everything is not for public consumption. But what kind of projects you got coming up? You got any shows coming up? And how can people stay in contact with you, get in touch with you, so on and so forth?
Actually, Doc Honeycutt, you know, I'd like to give a shout out to her too. She's one of the people that I've met, and she sees my vision. Another lady by the name of Miss Jazz. I do a showcase with her every third Sunday. It's called Showtime at the Exclusive. But with Doc, we're planning a documentary. You know, my journey of where I'm at now. It's going to be called From Basements and Dreams to Arenas and Screams. And the reason I titled it that is because I played in the basement when I first got here. When I first got my first place, I didn't have nothing but a drum set and a bed. And I would just go down in that basement and just play, man. Not to mention, you know, when I was younger too, and even in Gastonia, that's where I had all my events in the basement. But I'm going to call it Basement From Dreams to Arenas and Screams, the life and journey of one badass drummer / 1B World. Pretty much just my life, you know, having some of the celebrities that I played for. Like I said, the Wobble Man. It's not Vic, by the way. It's a guy by the name of John Boy on the track. It's the other voice in the Wobble. The voice that says the hook Wobble and the part everybody waits on Get In There. That's who wrote the Wobble and produced it. Cujo Goody from Goody Mob. I'm his drummer. We've dropped 2 videos. Like I said, I have played with Nas. I played with Wu-Tang Clan members. 69 Boys, Black Pack, Jagged Edge, Mr. Cheeks from Lost Boys. Man, who else? Murphy Lee. Man, so many people.
Lil Jon, right?
Eastside Boys. I played with Eastside Boys.
Eastside Boys.
Yeah. Lil Jon and Eastside Boys. I just rocked out. I'm in the video with them too, by the way. That's with DJ Taz on Franchise Boys and the Eastside Boys. It's called Get Lit. You can pull that up. Just a lot of different people that trust me being back there while they do their thing. A lot of legends, man. DJ Jelly, I do a lot of shows with him. A lot of people don't understand what my act is. I'm the show before the show, and I'm also part of the show. What I do is I hype the crowd up with the DJ, and you know I play with celebrity DJs too, and also a lady by the name of Babe Animal. I'm her drummer. Her and the Wobble Man, those are the only 2 bands that I play with, but everybody else is just me and the track and who's ever on stage. Sleepy Brown, Outkast, DJ Unk, Michael Montana. I don't know. I don't ever have a list when I do an interview. Kilo Ali, I'm his drummer. There's so many people, man. I'm thankful for the opportunity to have that they give me. Huh? Who?
Kizzy Rock, was he with him?
Oh no, not Kizzy Rock. Trying to think if there's a name close to it. I don't have my resume in front of me right now. But also, I'm leaving out 65 schools a year. You know, I also do the anti-bully tour, and that's where I go to 65. Well, we didn't do it this year, but go to 65 schools a year, and that's where my brand came from in the first place. We bring all these celebrities on, but the kids still wanted to know who I was, and that's where my brand. I practiced my autograph, and the first one was the best one, and that's when I started my movement, One Be World. Because I don't do a lot of I don't talk at all when I'm performing. My job is to play the drum, and be there on time, and I just don't want nobody to worry about nothing. But my project is from basements and dreams to arenas and screams, and I do have a couple of videos that I'm going to be doing live on Instagram and posting videos promoting my brand, and also Miss Jazz too, Miss Jazz from Showtime at the exclusive. But that's the mission right now.
I gotta send a shout out myself. I think I know Miss Jazz. She's Charlotte and went to Atlanta too, right?
Yeah, she's from Florida. She's from Florida. I think she hasn't lived in North Carolina before, cause she's mentioned it.
I know Jazz.
Yeah.
I know Jazz. Tell her I say what's up. She wouldn't know who I am.
Okay.
Jazz.
Okay.
But I definitely know Doc. You gotta say what's up to Doc. Doc is the plug.
Oh yeah. Doc's definitely plugging. Like I said, I appreciate her so much. She really. The thing I love about Doc, she sees what I've been trying to get people to see for the past 5 years. And she's part of. She's God sent, man. Cause he knows how hard I've been working out and how much I've been pushing this thing and all the people I've gone through. Like I said, I don't. One thing about me, you don't do nothing for free for me. I'm gonna take care of you, but I just need you to trust me at the end of the day. Because it's gonna be worldwide. I've been saying it, and it's about to happen. It's about to happen, and you can't do nothing by yourself. You have to have a team. Even you, man. Like I said, you call me your big brother. I am your big bro now. I appreciate you because I don't know who's out there listening to me right now. Some people might be listening. Some people might cut it off, but somebody's out there listening. Somebody's out there they're gonna go see who I am, and that's all because of you, and I appreciate it.
We cut it off proof, man. Like, that's the whole reason we started doing online in the first place. I did like FM radio. Realize if I do this online thing, I can keep playing the show over and over again. Like, we got a link now.
Okay.
Like, you just click the link. You're going to listen to me over and over again. Like, this is permanent. Like, man, if you 10 years from now, this link will still be here. Yeah.
So, it's just the fact you didn't have to do it.
Be on the subject. Make sure y'all bookmark us on Spreaker, our radio, what is it, Apple Podcasts. I am Hughes and we there. So just make sure you bookmark us on everything. And,
I look forward to, man.
I appreciate you so much, man.
Yeah, I look forward to, like I said, building a relationship with you, man. Because, like I said, you could have interviewed anybody, but you interviewed me. And all those names I named, they're doing it. They're doing it for real. And but you called me, and I'm more than thankful for it. And I left a lot of things out. I'm also in the Grammy nominated video, by the way. And I had a lot to do with it too. So that's when I look back at some of the things I've done. The name of the video too is Calvin Richardson. One's got to have it, but it's just a lot of things. When I look back, I don't see what people see until I look back at it and actually have time to think about my accomplishments and how far God has brought me. Because like I said, I came here with nothing, and that's not fabricated. I have witnesses. They can tell you. I'm the type of person I could be going through something you won't even know. And like I said, I was homeless and nobody knew. I was sleeping in my car. My friends Brandon and Sarita, she's an artist, by the way, Sarita J. But I know they stay up late, so I would just hang out with them until as late as I could, and I just go find me a safe spot to sleep in my car. And the next day, the grind starts again. Because one thing about me, I do network. People probably think I talk a lot, but I talk when I'm supposed to talk. I just want you to listen to me and give me an opportunity.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate Doc. Like I say, Doc is the plug. Love Doc to death, man.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody sat there and told me, you could argue for and against somebody not liking me. Like, I can see that. I can see somebody loving me. I can see somebody can't stand me. I can understand because my mouth gets me in trouble.
Yes.
If somebody told you they ain't like Doc Honeycutt, I would have to look at that person very skeptically. Like,
oh yeah.
We know Doc. Like, ain't nothing wrong with Doc. Like, you're not gonna sell me on this, man. So what's wrong with you that you don't like Doc?
Yeah, something wrong with you. Yep, exactly. There's no way, and we click.
Because if you walk up to me and tell me that you don't like Doc Honeycutt, that's not gonna fly too well.
Nah, I don't even want to hear what you got to say after that.
You lost total credibility. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And let me ask you this too. Anything we missed? Anything you definitely want to get out to the listeners and everything?
Just thanks for your time. If you took time to hear what I had to say, thank you. You can always catch me on my Instagram. Is one badass drummer, the number one with 2 Z's, one BADAZZ drummer. If you type in that on YouTube too, you'll see all the people that I've played for. And just thank you. And the name of my brand is 1B World, and the 1B means one bad. You be the baddest at whatever you do. You wear your 1B, and people ask you what it means. Is you tell them right there on the spot whatever you the baddest at. That's what 1B World is all about.
One badass drummer has come by and has blessed the storm, ladies and gentlemen. Hey man, I need 5 more minutes of your time, real quick.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
Everybody hears it. It's the time bomb. It's back. Customary, it's tradition, whatever you want to call it. It's the gauntlet. The lightning round. 20 questions, lightning quick, the thunderstorm way. And it's your turn. Are you ready, one badass drummer?
Let's get it.
Cue the music. One badass drummer is in the gauntlet. Let's go.
Oh, you want me to play the drums?
Oh no. I got 20 questions for you. These are serious questions.
Oh, okay.
Serious.
Okay.
Fish or chicken?
Okay.
Fish or chicken? Which one you rocking with?
Oh, chicken.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
NBA or NFL?
NBA, even though I play football.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Charlotte or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Ty.
Boys to Men or Jodeci?
Jodeci, all day. Biggest Jodeci fan.
New Edition or Guy?
Ah, man, that's a tough one. Both.
All right, so I think I know how this going to work. We in the championship right now. New Edition Guy or Jodeci?
Jodeci.
All right, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now we're going by talent and everything else. I'm gonna go with New Edition for entertainment, but I'm gonna go with Guy off the talent. I'm gonna go off Jodeci because they just some bad boys, and I like the badass. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't like soft R&B artists.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah.
Beyonce or Mary J. Blige?
Beyonce, Mary J. Blige. I was just talking about Mary J. Blige. We all know who, but I love me some Mary J. Man. She sings from the heart.
Gotcha. I totally feel you, and I totally agree.
Yeah.
If we can jump around with you right now, what you listening to?
If you jumped in my car right now, you probably.
You crank it up. What we listening to?
Right now, you probably listen to me. I play a lot of my YouTube videos when I'm riding because I critique myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, Luther said that he make love to Luther Vandross, so you know how they go.
Yeah. I do a lot of that. I put my aux cord in. That's what I just go to my YouTube channel and relive the moment and critique myself for what I could have done better. That's what anybody that rides me will tell you that. Oh yeah, he ain't lying about that. I play my own videos in my truck.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Outside of her love for God, what's the most important quality in a woman?
What's loyalty.
What's your biggest turnoff?
Conceited.
If you could go back and change anything, you got a time machine, what would you change?
The time that I wasted, time I wasted, trying to do what I do now. Time I wasted with people.
Historical figure that has had the biggest influence on you.
Historical figure, biggest influence. Man, so many. I like Muhammad Ali. I like the story of him. But Otis too. For Temptations, that's one of my favorite movies. I feel like I'm Otis.
I got you.
Yeah.
That works. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna test your Marvel knowledge. Captain America or Iron Man?
Captain America, Iron Man, Iron Man.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
So in the championship round, you going with Batman or Iron Man?
I'm a roll Batman. I'm the underdog.
Alright. I'm gonna give him a fair shake. I'm a Marvel head, but you go with Marvel or DC?
Say it again.
I'm gonna give him a fair chance because we always talk about Marvel comics and stuff, but you a Marvel guy or you go with DC comics?
Marvel. Marvel is more entertaining.
20. This is question number 20, man. I need you to give me your social media, your contact information, however they can get in contact with you.
Yes, it's One Badass Drummer, the number one, BADAZZ, drummer. Contact, same thing, onebadassdrummer@gmail.com. And actually my number too, 704-777-6608. To send me a message or why you sending me messages. That's the only way you get through to me.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much for spending this time with you. I know I told you 30 minutes, man. I held you for about an hour.
Oh, I appreciate it. Like you said, people don't know you unless they know you. You know, and that's the thing. You know, they don't know you unless they know you, and that's the power. That's the power of radio and TV. So thank you, man, because I really want to do this. I want to create a whole another world. You know, I'm not even what's going on now. Not one time has it affected me, and I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything.
I want to be your friend list on social media. I do know Jazz. Like, I met her a few times and everything.
Yeah.
Very, very, very beautiful woman, man. So make sure you tell her I said what's up.
Yeah.
Doc, if you're listening, what's up to you as well. One Badass Drummer has blessed the storm. Give him one more round of applause.
Yeah, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been blessed. I appreciate you for coming through, man. I'm going to holler at you as soon as we wrap up here.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
You heard the thunder. It ain't but one thing left to do. The old school bus back. The man who created auto-tune. Now, it wasn't called auto-tune. It was called the voice box or speaker box or something like that. You get the idea. Ladies and gentlemen, before there was ever anything called what's the brother's name? I'm not gonna pick on what's the brother T-Pain. Before there was T-Pain, before there was auto-tune, there was Roger Troutman. I don't care what you say. This man is the creator of auto-tune. And we got two iconic classic records here right now. On the old school bus battle tonight, ladies and gentlemen, crank the bus up for song number 1. We putting two Savin Roger records against each other. I should have got one of these before we got off. But we'll get it, and we'll let you know for the next week. I'm still here. I've always said that too. I love, man, Roger is the man. Okay, what he is not, I'm not yet. He's still on the phone. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Song number 1 of the old school bus. We gonna go with I Wanna Be Your Man. Here it is. Crank the bus up. Oh yeah. I was listening, man. I'm listening. I'm about to hang up. I'm about to hang up now.